Hi everyone, Jaybird here, Jay Bradford from Jaybird's Nest. This week I want to talk to you about procrastination. Just the word procrastination sounds bad. It's something that we don't really want to admit that we do, but we do procrastinate. I'm sure you have at least one project somewhere in your life that you either want to start or have already started, but then got hung up along the way and never finished it. Sometimes it's an online course, or it can be a craft project, or a home remodel project, or it can be something for work that's not important enough for your boss to be on you about it, but it's something that eventually you're going to have to get done, but you keep putting it off with good reasons. Usually we always come up with good reasons why we can't do whatever it is that we really need to be doing. But procrastinating is a negative energy. It is not something that should be in our life. We should be wanting to get things done. We should have goals that we're striving toward. Now, I don't mean busy work kind of stuff. I don't mean that. Your goal can be laying on the beach and enjoying the sun. But for me, it's often writing my blog post. I will put it off till the last minute sometimes because I want to do it, but I have all these other things that I have to do too. And so it's like, well, I can do that later. I can do that later. I can do that later. When what it boils down to is fear. Fear that no one will read it. Fear that it won't be good enough. Fear that it won't be accepted. I mean, all those things, if you sit down and really think about it, are at the basis of your procrastination. Now, because we procrastinate, and usually it's on more than one thing at a time, all of a sudden we have this huge to-do list, and we wind up fatigued, not getting anything done, and overwhelmed. And all of a sudden we look at our life or work, and to us it looks like chaos. It's like, how did I get here? What am I doing wrong? Why can't I get this done? The solution to that is to always start with basics. First, do your brain sweep and get everything out of your brain. Then take 3 deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 3 times. That reboots your brain. It allows it to calm and then start thinking fresh. What I do when I realize I'm procrastinating about something, I will sit down, do the brain sweep, do my deep breathing, and then I will write down the big goal. The big goal is to write a blog post. Okay, now what do I have to do in order to write the blog post? What's required? What do I absolutely have to do to write the blog post? Okay, I have to choose a topic. I have to choose a headline. I have to do my research. Then I have to actually do the writing. Then I have to edit it, find an appropriate graphic, and then upload it to my site. Then one last total overview edit, and then hit publish. Okay, those are my steps. Those are the things I need to do. So I have a clipboard, and on my clipboard, you can't see it now. This is my clipboard. On my clipboard, I have a form that I made up for myself for my blog posts, and it has the title, the topic, then it's got a space for my research, then it's got the check off boxes for the um, the writing, the editing, the finding the graphic, the editing, the final edit, the uploading, and then the publishing. So that every week when I write a blog post, or when it's time for me to write a blog post, I get out my clipboard, which hangs right here by my desk, and that's where I start. That way, I'm not overwhelmed, I'm not in a rush, and I actually get something accomplished. It's something I want to do. Now, I enjoy doing the videos and the blog posts, don't get me wrong. But sometimes, like any other writer, I sit down and it's like a blank slate. I can't even think about what have I written about in the past. What do my readers still need to hear about? What insights can I give you that will help you, that will be of benefit? And then that overwhelm and fear kind of start creeping in, and the insecurity that I'm not quite good enough to do this, and all those other little gremlin kind of things. So once again, I do my brain sweep, I take my deep breaths, and then I start on my week's blog. So my tip for you this week is, if you have something you've been putting off or saying, well, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that next week, or whatever, something you've been actually procrastinating on, then I want you to do a brain sweep, do 3 deep breaths, then write down the big thing, whatever it is that has to be completed. That's your goal. Then write the steps that are required in order to accomplish that goal. Then just start at the beginning and start ticking them off as you do them. I find that's the easiest way to get it done. And honestly, if you start doing it that way, you'll be done and have your goal accomplished in no time. It took much more time to think about how overwhelmed you were and how you didn't want to do it than it did to actually do it. So this week, pick one project that you've been avoiding and get it completed. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next week. Jaybird out.